and I would say that mentorship was
Okay.
a lot.
So how many mentors you have had in your journey?
I've only had one as far as like an actual mentor. I've done a lot of paid courses. I've done like little groups, but as far as like one-on-one mentorship, I've only done one. And I was with them for 3 years. I actually teach with them now sometimes. So yeah.
Okay. So y'all see she invested in herself. You feel me? She took the money off her credit card and look what she had. She can fly to Belize, Paris, Italy, you name it, because she took a risk. Without no risk, there's no success. You feel me? So good shit. Okay. What systems or tools help you scale your business and it started to get serious for you that you like, oh shit, this is really serious?
I would say the systems that I use to scale is ads, pay ads, learning it in and out. Like I said, I have a background in accounting. I used to be a financial analyst for over 7 years. So I'm good with reading data. So I like to have proof and look at numbers and graphs on what I'm doing. I don't like to blind market. I like to have a strategy. So for me, what helped me the most, like some people will run ads and they'll go in and look in it's charts and graphs and they're overwhelmed. That's what I like. So that was what I focused my business on is just running ads through Meta and Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, let's speak about running ads. Okay, because I run ads too as well. I got an ad team. So on the average, what's the average ad spend you do on a week? For the business online, what advice would you give them that'll reach a certain amount of people?
Like a daily budget?
Yeah, daily budget.
I would say it's not about your daily budget. You start small. So you should only be spending 30% of your income on ads. So whatever you make monthly, 30% goes to ads. You could start off at $5 to $10 a day. I recommend that. You better start low. And when you see what's performing well, then you want to start increasing that budget on there. You don't want to start off. It don't matter if you do $100 a day, $50 a day, and the data ain't good. You ain't gonna make. Facebook gonna take your money. One thing they gonna do is like going to the casino. They gonna take your money. Okay, so you better know what you're doing and start low. I like to start at $12, maybe $15. I've scaled off $50 a day, making $3K back.
$50 a day, making $3K. $3K. How long it take you to make that $3K? Pause. When you setting up your ads, do you have videos? Do you have graphics? Like, explain.
Yes, so what I do is I like videos and I do pictures sometimes, but I test. So everything that I have, I test it in like a just a one campaign at a low budget. You can do $5 for each picture and each video that you have. Mm-hmm. Look at the data. If the data looks good, focus on that creative. It's called a creative. It's that angle of what you're marketing. So you want to test reels, videos. I'll have one video and I'll edit it 6 different times because that's how critical it is. Like one video that's 30 seconds might do better than something that's 15 seconds. You got to test on a low budget. And once you see what's working, you scale from there.
Got you. So like she said, you got to test certain things out. So let me ask you a question. On certain ads, do you have your customers going to a lead page? Do you have them going directly to your website? Or do you have them pretty much filling out like a job form or something, or going to your Messenger and Facebook? Talk to me.
I would say if you're selling a product, send them directly to that product page. A lot of people will say, leads and engagement. If you're trying to make some money, hit conversion purchase. Okay. Because you got to tell Facebook what you want. You better off, doing a purchase. But I send them to my website. And that's another thing. In order to convert from, I would say somebody who's browsing, I would say a cold audience to your hot audience, you need to make sure your landing page on point. If you got a job form, it better be simple. It better take 2 seconds, Let's keep it moving. So when I send people to my product pages for my fashion store, I don't send them to the home page because I don't need you looking all over my website, browsing around. Then you gotta, it's called, guiding the buyer throughout the journey on your website. So I send them smack dead to the product. This is what I want you to buy. Add it to cart, check out. So it's best to be direct when you running ads because once people start, going through your stuff, add something to cart, then they put their phone down. You want to have 2 to 3 seconds for them to see what you have to offer, check out, and proceed with their order.
Yeah, I heard she said guiding the customers directly through the product. I like that. Can you repeat that one more time for the camera?
Yes, you're guiding the buyer. So you telling the buyer what you want them to buy. If you want them to buy your course, send them to your course. Why send them to the homepage? Did nobody want to read your website? Nobody care about how cute your website is. People you got 2 to 3 seconds to convert a shopper into a actual buyer. So you